All right, let's get started. Ah, shoot. Let's see. So I believe we were basically... Yep, Byzantium. I think we're going to finish Neoka stuff real quick. That's a Byzantium. That's a station. Yeah, so let's finish this, and then we will be going to Byzantium. I think Cascadia is about where it is. But if not, we'll fast travel. It's not a problem.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Okay, so we're going to want Nyoka. And... let's go with Ellie. We don't get to play with Ellie that much. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I gotta fix something real quick. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm in on everything, so we can get
You grew
started.
up in Byzantium, right? Don't rub it in.
Okay, we need to go down here. So, elections fast travel down to the turnpike, and the game will crash. Huh. Well, that's exciting. Okay. That was a little weird. Let's try this again. Huh. Well, now the game's just not showing up. That's awkward. Give me a second. Let me swap to the intermission screen real quick. Sorry. Working on fixing. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what the hell happened there, but we are back. Always a great starting off with a little scuff anyway. Okay. Now let's try this again. Oh. There's some marauders right there. How unfortunate. How unfortunate for them. Do some stuff, and we'll just go ahead and start going. All right.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't said.
Storage track corrupted. Contact your nearest mechanical. Password accepted. I've already played through Fallout 4, but I might play through like Fallout 3 or something. Have I already been down here before? There was a big kick about people playing New Vegas not too long ago, actually, because there was like a mod or something that came out. It made it like a hardcore mode or something.
Nicely done.
I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention whenever it was. Fucking mantisaurs. Look at them.
Doing this.
Fucking ew. Gross. Gross. Welcome in. I mean, Russian is right there.
Well, this is the spot.
Oh no.
You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe.
You're about to
First
be
night
empty
Hayes
when
and I
this
spent
fucking
in
Manta
here,
Queen
we
eats
knew
you.
it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
I'm with you there. I hate that smell.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this base?
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name. 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone,
Me
Nyoka.
too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental. Returning fire!
Ugh, Jesus. I fucking hate the Manta Queens. Fuck, man. Yeah, no, it just sucks tonight. Okay.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
All right. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Let's see. We'll do 2 points there. Couple points there. Couple points there. Leadership, meh. Engineering, hey. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Ellie has a perk available. We'll do that. And for Nyoka. Yeah, we'll also do the same. Huh. Okay. Oh, at this point, we are done with everything on Monarch, I'm pretty sure. So, time to go to Byzantium and continue the story. Actually, wait. Hold on. Let's...
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Let's do this real quick, actually. Because I think this leads into another
We've
question.
reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
I think Sam and probably Bavardi.
Please check battery levels before initiating an extended sanitization session.
One case of UDO concussive mines, HRS 1084, some by Chief of Security Ida Kimball. Warning, contents may have shifted in transit. Warranty is void on any and all detonated mines regardless of cause. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying mines is a fireable offense. Mines are not a company authorized decoration, pet, or sporting equipment. Mines are not suitable for ingestion. Mines are not eligible for any recycling promotion. Do not purposefully stand, sit, or recline on mines. Mines are not your friend. UDO claims no liability for any actions taken or not taken by mines. UDO recognizes that you could have chosen any remote explosive provider. Your commitment guarantees product quality and safety for many shipments to come. Thank you and have a pleasant detonation. Quality and safety not guaranteed. Wonderful. So that concerns me a little. Am I going to need to be dodging mines? Yes. Yes, it appears I will need to be dodging mines. Fucking fantastic. Wait.
Got it. Inside voices.
Secret passage? Do I get to avoid mines? That would be superb. Hmm. Oh, it's Sam. Mind your head. And there's a mine there. Man, it seems mighty unfortunate for the people who are here. Enabled access memory cartridge, air terminal power below 5%, terminal in maintenance mode, restore power to supply the station to resume normal terminal applications.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
I think I know what's going to happen. I'm going to power on the station. All the security is going to kick on. And then I'm going to have a not very nice time while I try and get back to that terminal to turn off the security. Calling it now. Guaranteed. That's the shenanigans. No mines. High security containment. Engineering section terminal. Generator status active. Generator mode maintenance. Maintenance mode is active and no functions available.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
What's going on,
A
Ada?
UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
Think you've got the wrong guy.
The refueling system at Cascadia's landing pad logged your ship ID. You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
You're about to make an enemy of Sublight. Trust me, you don't want that.
Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
No, I feel bad. Want to fight me anyway, off the record?
That's kind of you to ask, but we have a tight schedule. It's open season on trespassers. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on orders that ought to be corrected. On the double.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
Processing.
Oh. Encode keycard. Messages. Closing down. Transport vessel has been dispatched HRS 1084. I've taken the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Do not interfere with the tanks. A cleanup crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy can speak to a Spacer Care approved alienist. Right. Security routines. Of course, morale is low. You gave those PhDs tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. While the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses, the soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Aww. Am I fucking over encumbered? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Oh, that's a long gun. Break that down, break that down, break that down. Nah. I might hold on to that. Mind control ray. I don't remember picking that up. Okay, now to the override terminal, huh?
Step lively, Captain. Close that too.
Yeah. Security routines. Disengage checkpoint security. Kimball came by asking if any of the dogs had been around. I told her what I know has been quiet, just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requested a UDL Electrofloor 3000 for my checkpoint, and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems suspiciously uncomfortable around the docks. Huh. Alright. Let's just, boop.
They've been left here all along.
Subject, Dr. Charles McNulty. Unlive, unstable condition. Stasis setting active. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Ingratitude, blah. These guys were experimenting on themselves. So they slowly lost doctors one by one by experimenting on each other. Fucking hilarious. Okay, that leads back to that room. Is there anything else to interact with down here? Oh, there's a bin over here. More loot. Loot, 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 loot. Okay. Now to deal with these. Security routines. Unlock personal quarters. Modify system access protocols. Everything's overridden. Turn to root. Project summary. Executive Research Focus Group E177 J48. Purpose biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. Oh. Oh no. Importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict, so our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Uh-huh. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Lord walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. This log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all of our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted Station 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override password antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesi Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an emergent. Transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Duration indefinite.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a tick. Don't you know Show Train? From Cascadia?
Okay, ship secured. Off to the groundbreaker.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Time to go talk to Sublight. Because I bet they got something for me to do on Byzantium.
Captain, you're free to disembark.
Actually, I do need to use a workshop too, while I'm thinking about it. Up to the office.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work, Sam.
Customer, all cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to commence in 4 minutes.
Good old Sam.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
You'll also find some automech salvage awaiting new owners. The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be
I heard
alive.
about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
I'm listening.
After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about the hill. You had my interest. Now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Aliens.
I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on.
Guys,
I
we have
assume you
aliens.
have questions.
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
Hold on, guys. I'm having to clean my glasses real quick on this. I want to make sure I catch all of the jaw-dropping details about these aliens, quote unquote. Okay. I haven't seen any
No
evidence of
kidding.
aliens.
That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
I really don't know what to make of this, Lilia.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Your concern for the fate of our species is admirable.
You've got me all wrong. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
The labs I passed through didn't seem that
Do you
evil.
usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Sounds messy, but I'll take the job. Fuck it. Why not?
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
I did. What a nice way to kick off our first trip to Byzantium. You know, taking a small contract to murder someone.
CNP pancake mix now requires no maintenance.
I'm sure this won't turn out terribly. What could possibly go wrong? This and more at 11.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink.
Okay, off to Chart 2. Byzantium Freight Port landing pad.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Okay, so who exactly do I need to take with me? Ellie and Parvati. Okay. Parvati, Ellie, continue.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, Phineas and me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Let's get this over with. You have information for me?
Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
There's got to be a way to catch a minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can't you get me into the minister's estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Looks like I've got work to do. Actually, meh. Yeah, I'll say my sight's fine on that rifle. Reach rate of fire, critical damage. Eh. Yeah, I'll slap a bigger magazine on there. Don't want a scope. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I basically never fucking use. How about you? Yeah. There we go. Repair those. Man, Byzantium looks so nice. Reconstructed heavy power armor. Maybe different time. Up we go.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability.
Hey, you.
Anti-Creole's
Yeah,
facial
you.
mask skin
Want to be famous?
leaves you feeling fresh and tingling. Do not offer it.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
There's those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippa Stout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Fuck it, I'm in. What could go wrong?
We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Oh boy.
Anti-Creole's
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
What are the chances this is actually a fucking achievement?
CNP Mere Maple Syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
There's no way. Yeah, fucking figured. I figured I'd try though.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in big trouble now. Why don't you tell me what you
I
did?
work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
You are really not helping your case.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
I could look for your sprats.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mime the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
I'm wondering why you're so attached to these sprats.
Therefore, my, research.
Out with it already.
Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes.
Just tell me what this has to do with your sprats.
Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back.
So your sprats, what are their names?
Not just names, they all have backstories too. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley Okoye.
Who am I kidding? I don't need to hear about this.
Something else?
Very well. Okay. Where does this take me? Maintenance tunnels. Let's go get this guy's sprats, I guess. Oh, there's one of them. That was number 2. Is there a door in here I missed? No. Okay. Ah, stairs. Okay, those are regular sprats. 3.
Trespassers terminated.
Stop and I won't have any new battle scars.
Processing.
Make
Zipping.
it over!
Ultimately, I think that probably just made my job a lot easier. Hello? Move. Okay.
fun ever happened in this town.
Okay. Well, that was certainly exciting. And we go this way and this way. Not in that room. Instead, this way and up the stairs and around the corner. Back this way and we go.
Any luck finding my sprats?
I have them all.
Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings.
Oh, God.
I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Well, at least it was quick and decently simple.
My dear fellow, you've no idea how our production has suffered. Why, the loafers working our factory lines are practically robbing us.
It's even worse for us, my good man. Our workers, if one can call them that, keep losing food.
Let's go talk to these guards.
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Are you supposed to drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
What's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Congratulations.
Yep. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
Powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Here's to your promotion.
Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? A Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Ugh. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
Hey, look at that, a key card.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Wow. Okay. That's depressing. Anyways, do we want to continue?
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
Hmm. Let's head here and deal with this real quick.
You, with the hips. Over here.
Let me take a closer look at you. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
There it is, the most pretentious thing I'll hear all day.
You're not afraid of speaking your mind. You smolder and growl. Oh, you're just too perfect. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Are you trying to sell me something?
I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
I'll think about it.
Consider it a standing offer.
My engineer's going on a date and she needs a fine
You don't gotta
outfit.
be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing, and copyright. There.
She's an engineer. You think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
I guess we can swing 3,000
There
bits.
are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
This ought to be good.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
You still want help with that fashion problem? I'm available.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
I'm not much for modeling.
Trust me, darling. I've been at this business a lot longer than you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Where am I supposed to find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the groundbreaker.
Ah, okay. See you around. Right.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
I've already making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Okay.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square? You know, the one traveling with the rather filthy plumber? I thought we had auto next for that.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just apply that. Okay, we'll go to Ellie's parents' place now, I guess.
Out with it, you wretched contract.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
Is it me, or could each of these...
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Well then, this place is, fucking bright. My god, my fucking eyes. Holy fuck, why? It just looks ugly past the point. Like, fucking seriously?
you?
Loss, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with
There
me.
you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Ellie, you've made your point. Can we just get this over with?
I must agree with your unusual friend. You see, after going for so long without hearing from you, we collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
But I'm sure you're much happier now knowing Ellie's alive and well, right?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
So tell them Ellie's back. You'll be the talk of the town.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know, Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for
Oh
weeks.
my fucking god. Ellie, are you done with these jerks?
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
You people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Wow! Is there any other shit I can steal?
Let's talk outside. Can we talk? Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
That sounds familiar.
I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective.
This episode reflects on them, not
But
you.
I want to talk about me now.
Everyone's only out for themselves. You've seen that
I
now.
always thought I knew that. Didn't realize it would take getting stabbed in the back to really get it. Good thing it happened with a couple top-rungers who can't stick worse than a butter knife in me. They've got no idea what a real double cross looks like. Much less a Hephaestian triple cross. Or an inverted Olympian blind cross. Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
The money won't make you feel better about what's happened.
Want to bet? I've got some big appetites, and they're all cheap.
You have a plan in mind?
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Quite the role reversal.
As long as I don't develop a taste for Woolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. Okay, well, first things first. We'll go ahead and slap that on. And get engineering to 60. You want some more handgun stuff? Long gun stuff? Heavy weapon stuff? Jeez. Decisions. Slap a couple in persuade. Slap a couple in lie. Three more in lockpick. I'll slap some more engineering. What do we get for perks? Man, what do I choose? Yeah, let's do that. Boom, across the bridge, over. Okay.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Fenhill, I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here even.
Everything's got a price.
You know what? I don't think I've taken these two out and had them interact before. Sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group Satellite Office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything...
Okay, well, that's going to take me off planet, so... Hmm. I guess let's go see how this is. Down, over, down. All right. Oh, shoot. This way, then this way.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Okay, time to go murder a scientist.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Nothing in the bin. That's sealed. Logs. HRS 1084. My worst suspicions are confirmed. 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help until I deliver results that can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yet another relocation. The circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home and steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. If I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touch. Colonialism worked for a time, but our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Unsealed. Secret laboratory. This'll be great.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'm the one asking the
You're
questions.
in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
I came to blow the lid off your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
The alien theory did seem a little far-fetched.
Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
We burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as how
Oh yeah,
military
vodka's
force
the
vanished
best
without a
solution.
trace.
Always. If the board's authority is vulnerable, that's a crisis waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
In the future, try and stay away from plans that hack our
What kind of
species.
scientist would I be if I held to a promise like that? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here?
Wrong answer.
Their mistake.
Well,
That's the last of them.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
well then, I think that clears a few things up. Now we just lie to Lilia and say she's taken care of. I'm sure that'll go swimmingly. Okay. What's next on our to-do list? I guess for a final thing, we could go ahead and get Havarti rest of the way squared up.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
Okay, so let's put in at the Groundbreaker.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being strict. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Well, I fucking hope so. It's my ship.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person. My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had... Captain,
We'll get the kitchen back to you soonish, promise.
We leave the ship, and now I guess we turn around and go right back in.
Now, hold on. What happens if we hit the wall?
Most likely, the bullet will ricochet.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
I figured you'd do someplace more romantic like the engine
We
room.
both see enough engines in our day-to-day. There's nothing special about sitting next to another one, even if ours is real sweet. June hardly ever makes it down to Groundbreaker's mess during regular meal times, so sharing the kitchen was special. Like being part of a real family.
They laid out the meal, brought June in, and started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well. The dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Aww, so gushy. That sounds unbearable. What happened next? Don't leave me in suspense.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
The important thing is no more random errands.
You've been real patient, Captain. Thanks. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
God. Well, I'm glad that's done.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Oh, that's right. I can do the sublight stuff while I'm here.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge.
Sam always concerns me.
Is it done? I see. If you need directions to Byzantium, it's the big fancy one. Can't miss it.
Know anything about the assault cruiser Cornelius Vanderbilt?
Not as much as I'd like. The board dispatched it to Earth on a resupply mission, I think. Why?
The board lost contact with the cruiser. It may be missing entirely.
Huh. If you haven't seen an assault cruiser before, I'll tell you this much. They don't just go missing. That's like losing a moon. I'll have someone look into it. But for the moment, we're pissing in the wind and shooting in the dark. Considering how you get around, you'll probably find answers before I do.
Spoke to Chartrand. I'm not going to kill her.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here?
You misunderstood Chartrand's research. She's our best shot at survival in Halcyon.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
What the, huh? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Just don't let me get you again, all right?
BNP, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable.
Okay. We are actually getting around 2 hours. So I think I'm actually going to end it there. In the meantime, let's see if we don't have someone fun to raid. Oh yeah, Apu is playing some 14. I bet he's raiding. They raid for a little bit longer too, so yeah, I think we'll go raid into Apu. All right, guys. So I'll see y'all later and stay safe out there.